Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate every one of you. Okay, so let's dive into this tutorial. So I make a post on my WhatsApp group for this YouTube channel, and then I asked you guys to vote for which kind of tutorial you want, and then you told me color balance. Okay, so it has the highest vote. So the app we'll be using is Adobe Photoshop Lightroom. So you can go to your Play Store, you search for Adobe Photoshop Lightroom or Lightroom, then it will bring it out for you. If you want to open your own, the moment you install it from Play Store, it's going to ask you to log in with your email. So you can just log in with your email, or you click on Google and then you choose your email directly, and then it will be logged in. Very simple as that. Okay, so you click on these three dots here, you can see that. You click on it, then to bring add photos and slideshow. So I can click on add photos. So I'll pick some pictures from my WhatsApp. Okay, so I've selected some pictures I want, and then I'll click on this select. Now your own may not bring out select, it depends on the kind of file manager you are using, you understand. And then if you come up here, you will see Lightroom, then it click on it. Is that okay? So I'm using just this four, forget about the one below. Alright, so let me start with this. Okay, the first one, yeah, let me start it. So I'll click on it, and then you see the circle loading. So once it's finished loading, your picture will be clear. Okay, so we have masking and healing. All of that is for premium version, and then we have crop, we have preset and all of that, and auto light. So I don't want you to go to it from that masking to auto. You don't really need that. It's better you do it the way you want. But the first thing I want you to do is to come to this effect, okay, and then you increase this clarity, because I want it to be a little bit clear. If your picture is clear already, then don't bother yourself. So myself, I don't have a clear version of these pictures, it's just the pictures I can locate from the WhatsApp group. Okay, and then I think I will use my home picture as example also. And then this texture, you can decide to decrease or increase, but it's good to increase texture sometimes, but not too obvious. Okay, so this vignette is just for the round, it will put a black color there, and you can decide to make it white and all of that. If you want to make it white, you drag it to the other side like this. Hope you understand. So, but I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'll drag it to the left. Hope you understand. So this midpoint and all of that, you can just toggle around with it. I'm not going there. And then I will come to my details. This sharpening, I can just put it if I know it's not sharp enough. Is that okay? But this picture is sharp already because of the way this person do it. So just let me leave it here. I then can decide to reduce the radius. You understand me now? So I can reduce the details. Okay, so now let me to color. Now we have temp, that is temperature. We have tint, that is and then we also have vibrance, we also have saturation. Saturation is to reduce the color of your picture. I mean, to reduce the color of everything. And then vibrance is just like to dim the color a little. It also works with saturation, but not as much as saturation does. You understand? It just takes some excesses out. That's what vibrance does. Is that okay? But if you put it in excess, for example like this, now it will change to another thing entirely, you see. So it will be swapping the colors, and if you take it to the right side also like this, it will give excess color to it. You understand? So if you want to work with it, I'm going to teach you how to do just that. Okay, so we also have tint. This tint also, it works the same way as that, so it can swap all the colors to the screen. You understand me? Yeah. So but we are not working with that. So we also have temperature, so it works like temperature. You understand? Just like morning, blue sky and all of that. So it works with temperature, but I don't mean the temperature around you. You understand? Just temperature. Good. So now I want you firstly to go to this mix. We have grading, color grading, which has to do with RGB and all of that. Is that okay? So I'll cancel this, so you can decide to toggle around with it. But let me just come to this mix. This mix also has to do some kind with RGB. You can click on this arrow and then target adjustment to. Is that okay? So you can decide to say, okay, I just want it to be like this, all of that. Do you understand? Now we have hue, we have saturation, we have luminance. All of this have to do with colors. Okay, so now if you check up here, can you see this place where you can see the move of my hand? We have red, we have orange, we have yellow, we have green, we have light blue, we have purple, we have different colors there, we have deep blue and all of that. Okay, so this hue, it all works for it. Now you can click on any color filters you want. Is that okay? You can see. Yeah, so I want to edit this red because I see, if you look at the picture very well, you can see it's somehow reddish. Okay, so I will reduce the saturation. Now it's like the red is still there. Okay, and then the hue, I will take it to this side. Okay, then the luminance, let me see. Good. Now you locate the kind of color that is still excess on this picture. Is that okay? Then that can be this, that is yellow. Then just reduce the saturation a little. Okay, so come to this also, reduce it a little. Now you can begin to see differences, right? Good. All right, so we can come back to that later. Now after you're done with this, you just come to your light, this light. So we have exposure. Exposure is just to reduce, just like brightness, but not solely like brightness. Hope you understand that. Yeah, it's not solely like brightness. Now we have contrast. This contrast will make darker areas to be more dark and lighter areas to be more brighter. Do you understand? So you can just this to give it some. I think it's enough like this. And then we have highlights. So you can decide to decrease this a little because the highlight on this picture is too obvious for me. Is that okay? And then the shadow, you can take it back a little. And then white, I would love to decrease it. The background is the thing that is giving me problem here. Even though for the background, then you would have seen many different things here. So the person that owned this work, you can see it's not possible for leaves to look like this. It's not possible. You understand? It's not possible. So this color is totally wrong. Yes, it's totally wrong. No tribe in the world has this kind of color. Is that okay? So we may not be able to totally eradicate it all. Good. So let's move to the second one. We have this one. It's like it doesn't have enough saturation. Okay, so what I did was just to slide it to the right like this. Hope you understand. So I can slide to the left or to the right, and then the next picture will show up for me. So I can come to the color and then go to saturation first, and then increase the saturation. You can see this. You can see it doesn't have saturation before, so I've increased the saturation now, and then I can come to my clarity. Just make sure you give your work clarity. It's good. Is that okay? When you make it clear, it's good. Can you see differences begin to take place? And then on this picture, I can decide to reduce the texture. Do you understand me? Because the picture is rough, so it's not smudged well, so I have to decrease it a little. And then these details, I can decide to put it on sharpening, but I will not put it on this picture because of the eyelashes and all of that is not well detailed. Okay, so then we come to this light. I'm still coming back to the color actually. So these highlights, I will increase it a little, just the highlights, and then white, let me decrease it a little. Is that okay? So that the background will not radiate too much on it. And then this contrast, I can just put it on 2 and then come back to my color, and then I'll go to my red again. I want to reduce it. It's showcasing on the picture. Is that okay? Don't worry about the leaves. Don't worry about the leaves. It's still going to show. Is that okay? As you can see, so it's going to balance it for you. Can you see this? So after we're done with this, we can go back to saturation and vibrance. So you can increase your vibrance or decrease. Let's increase, yeah, by 2, and then let's increase this saturation a little. Yes. Okay, so let me come back to this effect and I increase it a little. Can you see this? You see the difference? Good. So let's move to another one. Now this picture, it's smudged and it's cool, somewhat, but I'm not really okay with this picture. All right, I'm not okay. Don't let us look at any other thing. Just let's focus on the skin. So this clarity, it really needs clarity. Okay, so clarity will make the lighter area more sharper and the darker area more dark. Do you understand that now? So because of the kind of background used, I should have decreased the texture, but I don't want it to affect the picture and the hair detail. You understand? Yeah, but I just have to still decrease it a little, and then I'll come to this color. This one does not have excess of red, so I can just decide to bring down the saturation a little, or I break down the vibrance instead of the saturation. Is that okay? But for you to be sure it doesn't have red properties, you can just decide to decrease this. Don't worry about the lips, like I said, it's still going to display. And then you come to the light. And when I mean it's going to display, I don't mean you should use it in excess. Hope you understand me. So this exposure, you can decide to bring this down a little for this picture, and then the highlight. Some areas are too bright, so you just can decrease it a little. Okay, and then the shadow, you can bring it to the right or to the left. It depends. If you want it to be a little bit darker, then you bring it to the left. Okay, I think it's better. And then the white, I should bring it down a little. Yes. So let me show you the difference between this and this. Hope you see it now. Good. So you can come to this also. And then if you have done something close to it before, like this one, I'll just click on this dot up here, and I click on copy settings. Alright, so if you use the masking, heal and crop, then you just have to click on them like this. You understand? But because I didn't use the effect on it, then this is all. Just leave the default one select, and then you click on this check mark, and then I'll come to this picture, you allow it to load up, and then I click on these three dots again, and I click on paste. Can you see this? Let's increase the whites for this one, and then you can toggle with it. Let's come to effect. Okay, and then let's come to color. Okay, let's come to light first. I think it's a little bit darker here. Okay, then the white should go back to its position. Good. So what we need on this is color balance. Now come to this mix. Do you see that? And then I'll still make sure I reduce the red because I can still see some red on it. And then for this, you can decide to increase or decrease. You understand? But I will choose to decrease so that it can come to the level of skin color. Is that okay? And this also, I can just bring it down just a little. Click on this check mark, and then make the vibrance to be at 0, and then you can give it just 2 saturation. Can you see the difference? You see it a little bit better. Good. So after you're done with all of that, you can export it just once by selecting it all. Firstly, if you want to select it, you click on the picture and you hold, then it will select, and then you can click on others, and then you click on this share. Alright, and then you can save to device, and then that will be all. Thank you guys for watching.